Today we are going to solve a problem on limits, fits, tolerances and gauges. The given problem is the diameter is 90 mm and the type or the designation of the shaft and hole is H8E9. And the given data is that the given diameter is in the diameter steps of 880 to 100 millimeter. So using this diameter step range, you can calculate the value of the capital D or the diameter step, which is nothing but the square root of 80 into 100, which is equal to 89.44 millimeter. So this value we are going to be using for calculating the value of I. That is nothing but the value of the value in terms of microns. So this is the tolerance unit value, and formula is 0.45 cube root of d plus 0.001 d. So whatever value of d you have obtained, that you substitute and you're going to get the value of I in terms of microns. That is nothing but 2.102 microns. You can either convert it into millimeter in this step itself, or in the next steps when you substitute for I, you can substitute in microns and then later you can convert. So both ways it can be done. Now using these two values, we have to first find out the tolerance and the limits of the hole and the shaft. So first we are going to do step by step. That is, we will first calculate the limits, that is the maximum diameter and minimum diameter of H8 type of a hole, and for that we need to consider the fundamental deviation and the tolerance grade, that is IT8. So fundamental deviation for H type of hole, all of you know it is 0, and IT8 is equal to 25I. Substitute the value of I, you're going to get the value of the tolerance for the hole is 0.0525 millimeter. So using these two values, we have to calculate the minimum diameter of the hole and maximum diameter of the hole, or in other words, lower limit of the hole and upper limit of the hole. So here we have calculated the tolerance and we have to calculate the limits. Now this can be done directly using these above said values also, if you are confident, or the easier method is to represent it as a do a schematic representation and get the values from that particular schematic diagram. So now to start with, in the schematic diagram, first we'll draw the zero line or the basic size. So the zero line always represents the basic size of the given assembly. That is, in this case it is 90 mm. So that is the basic size, and all other dimensions will be taken with respect to that particular zero line. So I'm representing here the tolerance zone for H7 hole, and it is the lower line, as you can see, it is touching the zero line. That is because the fundamental deviation in this case is 0, so that is why the lower line is touching the zero line. Then this particular zone is the tolerance zone, so 0.0525 millimeter. So from the diagram you can observe that I have to consider everything from 90 mm from the zero line. So from the zero line, if I consider 90 mm and I need to take the values upwards of the zero line, so that means it is positive value, so I need to add everything in this case. So the minimum diameter will be 90 plus 0 mm, that is 90 mm, and maximum diameter will be 90 plus 0.0525. I need to add the tolerance value, which is nothing but 90.0525 millimeter. So these are the two values of minimum diameter and maximum diameter in case of the hole. So similar way we have to calculate the dimensions of the shaft or the shaft limits, that is shaft type is E9, and for this we have to calculate the tolerance and again the fundamental deviation, and then calculate the limits for this type of a shaft. So the fundamental deviation for E type of a shaft is minus 11 d to the power of 0.41. This is the standard that is available in the Indian standards table. So when you substitute the value, this is the value that you are going to get it, that is 0.0695 millimeter. And IT9 value, that is again given in the standards table, it is nothing but 40i. So substitute the value of I which you have obtained earlier, and you're going to get the value as 0.084 millimeter. So this is the tolerance value. So using these two values, we are going to calculate the maximum diameter and minimum diameter of the shaft. So I'm going back to the same schematic diagram. So we are going to represent the shaft below the zero line, because the fundamental deviation is in negative, minus 11 point d to the power 11 into d to the power of 0.04. So we are going to represent it below the zero line, and we have left a gap because that is the reason, that is in this case the fundamental deviation value we have calculated 0.0695, and that is the tolerance zone that we have represented 0.08405. So using this, we have to calculate the lower limit and the upper limit, or minimum diameter and maximum diameter of the shaft. So we need to take all the values again from 90 mm, and we have to take it below the zero line. So in this case, we need to subtract all the values. So when we do the calculation, we'll be taking with respect to 90 mm only. So the maximum diameter corresponds to the upper line in that particular diagram. It is nothing but 90 mm, which is the basic size, minus the fundamental deviation value, so which is equal to 89.93 millimeter. And minimum diameter, so in that tolerance zone which corresponds to the lower line, so 90 mm, yeah, this was for the maximum diameter, 90 minus 0.0695. So minimum diameter, if you can observe, it is nothing but 90 minus the fundamental deviation value and the tolerance value, both you have to add to get the corresponding bottommost line, 89.84 millimeter. So if you observe here, it is 90 minus of this and minus of the tolerance. So either you can add both those things within a bracket, or you can take it outside the bracket and use two negative symbols, so both will yield the same result. So now we have calculated the shaft tolerance and the shaft limits and the hole limits. Now we need to design gauges for the shaft and the hole. So first we have to design a plug gauge for the inspection of the hole, and then later we need to design a ring gauge for the inspection of the shaft. So in this case, we need to calculate all the tolerances and the limits for the plug gauge. So here we have go gauge and no go gauge in both the cases. So first, for that we need to calculate the gauge tolerance, which is nothing but 10% of work tolerance. So work tolerance here refers to the tolerance of the hole, because plug gauge we are going to use it for inspection of the hole. So we need to take all the values corresponding to the hole H8 that we already calculated. So if we go back to the previous calculation, you can see that the tolerance of the hole we have calculated it as 0.0525. So in case of a design of plug gauge, work tolerance is nothing but the tolerance of the hole, that is 0.0525. So substitute the value and get the gauge tolerance value. And then according to Taylor's principle, we need to provide a wear allowance only for go gauge, not for no go gauge. So we have to calculate a wear allowance which is nothing but 10% of gauge tolerance. So this wear allowance is provided only for go gauge. So you have to remember that clearly. For no go gauge, you should not put the or substitute the value of wear allowance, because according to Taylor's principle, only go gauges undergo a wear, so that is why we have to provide a wear allowance only for the go gauges. So it is nothing but 10% of gauge tolerance. So the gauge tolerance value previously we have calculated 0.005255. So the wear allowance will be 0.0005255 millimeter. So using these two values, now we need to calculate the limits for GO gauge. That is, for GO gauge we need to calculate the maximum and minimum limit, and or the maximum diameter and minimum diameter, or upper limit and lower limit, in whichever way you want to call it. And then for no go gauge also, in the same way we have to calculate the maximum diameter and minimum diameter. So again we are going to go for a graphical representation or a schematic representation, and we are going to use that schematic representation to do the calculations of the diameter. So for going for the schematic representation, first I'll consider the tolerance zone that we've already represented, and that particular diagram I'm going to copy as it is, but slightly I'm going to write it bigger because it will be easier to understand, and it will be easier to represent. So that is why first we have to draw the zero line, which corresponds to basic size, which is 90 mm, and I'm going to draw the same tolerance zone that we have earlier represented. So in a slightly bigger manner I'm going to representing it. So this is the tolerance zone for the whole H8, and the value of tolerance is 0.0525 millimeter, and the upper limit and the lower limit of the hole. Now here we need to remember the Taylor's principle again. So we need to represent the tolerance zone for the go gauge and no go gauge. So according to Taylor's principle, go gauge will be written within these work limits or the work tolerance limits, and no go gauge should be represented outside the work tolerance limit. That is the first point that we have to remember from the Taylor's principle. And second point is, go gauge corresponds to maximum material condition. So in case of a hole, the maximum material condition is nothing but the lower limit or minimum diameter of the hole, and no go gauge corresponds to minimum material condition, and in case of a hole, the minimum material condition is nothing but the upper limit or the maximum diameter of the hole. So that is why we have represented the go and no go gauge tolerance zone accordingly near the upper limit and the lower limit. And these are the tolerance values that we are representing. We calculated it, that is the gauge tolerance value, and the gap we have left for the go gauge, that is for nothing but representing the wear allowance, so which is 0.0005255. And using this diagram we can calculate the maximum diameter, minimum diameter of go gauge, and maximum diameter and minimum diameter of no go gauge. So here, since for H type of hole all the values are positive, we need to consider the values from 90 mm, and we have to go upwards, so all are positive values. So maximum diameter is nothing but 90 mm plus the wear allowance that we have provided, 0.0005255, plus the gauge tolerance, that is 0.005255. So you will get, corresponding to that go gauge, you can see the upper line, so that is what we are referring to as the maximum diameter of go plug gauge. So this is how you calculate the value. And the lower line corresponds to the minimum limit of go plug gauge. So 90.0058 millimeter you're going to get it. and the minimum diameter is 90 plus the wear allowance, that is corresponding to the lower line in that particular tolerance region, 0.0005255. So value will be 90.0005255 millimeter. Similar way we have to calculate for the no-go gauge also. In the tolerance zone, the maximum diameter corresponds to the upper line, and the minimum diameter corresponds to the lower line in the tolerance zone. So if we consider the values, it will be 90 mm plus the work tolerance value, that is 0.05255, plus the gauge tolerance value, that particular zone. So if you add all these values, you will get a value as 90 point, or the diameter of the no-go plug gauge as 90.0578 millimeter, and the minimum diameter of the no-go plug gauge is 90 plus the work tolerance value, that is 0.05255. So you will get it as 90.05255. So this is how you calculate the no-go and no-go gauges limits for the plug gauge. Similar fashion, we have to calculate the values or the diameters of ring gauge, that is go ring gauge and no go ring gauge, and these ring gauges are used for the inspection of shaft type E9. And since we are using ring gauges for the inspection of the shaft, we need to consider all the values corresponding to the shaft that we previously calculated. So for instance, for gauge tolerance, which is 10% of work tolerance, the work tolerance value we need to get it from the previous step, that is here if you can see that we have calculated the value of shaft E9, tolerance of shaft E9 as 0.084, so 8408. So that is nothing but the work tolerance, because the ring gauges are used for the inspection of the shaft E9. So gauge tolerance value you can calculate it this way. And similar to the plug gauges, here also we have to provide wear allowance only for go gauge. So you need to remember that very clearly, which is nothing but 10% of gauge tolerance. So when you calculate it, you will get it as 0.00084 millimeter. That is the wear allowance value. So again, using these two values, we have to calculate for go gauge the maximum diameter and minimum diameter of go ring gauge, and maximum and minimum diameter of no go ring gauge. And we are going to be using the schematic representation again. So I need to consider once again the previous diagram when I do the schematic representation. So if we go back to the diagram, the first diagram that we wrote, in that you need to consider the portion that we have written in the right, that is the tolerance representation for the shaft. So in the similar manner, I am going to write down the zero line, represent the zero line which corresponds to basic size, which is 90 millimeter in this case. And I am going to be writing the same tolerance region below the zero line, because the shaft is having a fundamental deviation of minus 11 d to the power of 0.41. So this is the tolerance zone representation. So basically you have to copy the same thing from the first diagram, and that is the fundamental deviation value, so you should not forget writing that. So that is the fundamental deviation 0.0695, and this is the value of the tolerance 0.0695. 19.8408. Now again here also the same rule applies, that is from the Taylor's principle, the go gauge will be within the work limits and the no go gauge will be outside the work limits. So you have to write the no go gauge tolerance zone outside those two lines. And then go gauge corresponds to maximum material condition, which in case of a shaft corresponds to maximum diameter of the shaft, and no go gauge correspond to minimum material condition, which is nothing but the minimum diameter of the shaft. So we need to write the or represent the go gauge tolerance near the maximum diameter of the shaft and no go gauge in near the minimum diameter of the shaft and outside the work limits. And we need to represent the value of wear allowance only for go gauge, that is 0.00084, and the value of gauge tolerance will be same for both go and no go gauge, that is 0.0084. So using this particular diagram, we are going to be calculating the maximum diameter and minimum diameter of go ring gauge and no go ring gauge. So if you consider the maximum diameter of go ring gauge, so if you look at the go ring gauge zone, in that the upper line corresponds to maximum diameter and the lower line corresponds to minimum diameter. And in case of no go ring gauge, that is in that zone also, again upper line corresponds to maximum and lower line corresponds to minimum diameter. So when we substitute or from the diagram, we can calculate the value, that is 90 minus of the fundamental deviation value and minus wear allowance. If you will get the maximum diameter as 89.92 millimeter, and minimum diameter is nothing but the 90 mm basic size minus fundamental deviation minus the wear allowance value minus the gauge tolerance value. So here I have taken everything outside the brackets. So if you want, you can add all these values and then subtract it from 90 mm. Both the values will be same. So either way it can be done. So the value will be 89.921 millimeter. Similar way we have to calculate for no go gauge, no go ring gauge. Maximum diameter is nothing but 90 mm minus fundamental deviation minus the work tolerance. So if you get do that, you will get the value of maximum diameter or upper limit, that is 89.846 millimeter. Similar way for the minimum diameter of no go ring gauge, it is 90 mm minus the fundamental deviation value minus the work tolerance value, and you have to subtract the gauge tolerance value also. Again here also you can put everything inside a bracket and you can add those values and then subtract it from 90 mm. So either way it can be done. Yeah, that is the gauge tolerance value you are supposed to calculate it. 89.838 millimeter. So these are the values for maximum diameter, minimum diameter of go ring gauge and no go ring gauge. So in this problem we have calculated the tolerance and limits for the shaft the hole H8 and shaft E9 type. So that is the first point that we have done, and second point, we have calculated the or designed the plug gauge for inspection of the hole, that is both go as well as no go plug gauge we have designed it. And third point is we have designed the go and no go ring gauge for the inspection of the shaft.